The internet is losing it right now. Yaya Mayweather allegedly showed up at Ari Fletcher's spot, and it all started with a 15-second TikTok dance. What really happened? You won't believe the rumors fans are piecing together. Ari Fletcher dances to an NBA Youngboy song, and suddenly, Yaya Mayweather might be involved. Did someone really show up? The truth behind this viral moment is crazier than you think. Exes, flirty TikToks, and a protective mother. Ari Fletcher just sparked the drama of the year, and Yaya Mayweather's alleged reaction has the internet talking. Here's everything you need to know. Moneybagg Yo, NBA Youngboy, Ari Fletcher, and Yaya Mayweather, all in one messy story. A TikTok dance triggered chaos, and the rumors are insane. Let's break it down. Did Yaya Mayweather really pull up on Ari Fletcher? Nobody knows for sure, but the online reaction says it all. Stick around, because the drama is just getting started. Y'all, the internet is losing it. Word is that Yaya Mayweather might have shown up at Ari Fletcher's spot after Ari was caught dancing to an NBA Youngboy song. And honestly, people can't stop talking about it. The rumor dropped out of nowhere, and now everyone's wondering if there's more to this story than meets the eye. So, here's what started this entire drama. Ari Fletcher posted a TikTok dancing to Youngboy's song What You Is, and let's just say, her moves raised some eyebrows. She wasn't just casually grooving to the beat. She was flipping her hair, swinging her hips, and giving a performance that some fans thought was way too flirty. And it wasn't just any random song either. Considering she used to be in a relationship with Moneybagg Yo, people couldn't help but notice the timing and the choice of track. Fans were immediately divided. Some called it harmless fun, while others went full detective mode, trying to piece together if there was more behind the moves than just a TikTok for likes. The comment section quickly exploded. People were saying things like, "Girl, have some respect," and "That was way too much energy for that song." Others joked, "Money must not have the bag, yo," implying that her performance was sending a message or poking at her ex's past connections. And honestly, looking at the TikTok, it's easy to see why people were skeptical. The way Ari danced, playful, confident, flirty, it almost looked like she was teasing, or at least performing with some personal meaning behind it. Now, here's where the story gets extra spicy. Fans started connecting dots between Ari and Youngboy, wondering if their paths had crossed before. Remember, Moneybagg Yo and NBA Youngboy used to be close. They even collaborated on the Fed Babies project back in 2017. Back then, it was all love, all smiles, and a vibe that made them seem like good friends. But something happened behind the scenes, nobody knows exactly what, and their friendship suddenly shifted. Some fans suggested that Ari and Youngboy may have met during that period when she was still connected with Moneybagg Yo. Could there have been some chemistry back then? Maybe. Nothing has been confirmed, but it was enough for people to start speculating. Adding to this speculation is Ari's personality. She's bold, outspoken, and unapologetically herself. She doesn't hold back, and she definitely doesn't care who might have a problem with her actions. That's why the rumor about her potentially hooking up with Youngboy spread like wildfire. Her energy and reputation make it believable in fans' eyes. And when you consider the song she chose, it makes sense. What You Is not a casual track. It's heavy with romantic and emotional energy, the kind of song that suggests a connection or feelings rather than just a fun TikTok moment. Now enter Yaya Mayweather. By the time word got out about Ari's dance, fans immediately speculated that Yaya might step in. And let's be real, knowing Yaya's history, that doesn't sound far-fetched at all. Yaya has a long-standing connection with Youngboy. They were together on and off for years. They share a child, and she's known for fiercely protecting her family and personal space. Even something as seemingly small as a TikTok dance could feel like a provocation in her eyes. Some fans pointed to a cryptic Instagram story Yaya posted right after the rumor started, which read, "Don't play with mine." No names were mentioned, but the timing made it clear to many who she meant. And while there's no evidence that Yaya physically confronted Ari, her presence was felt. Yaya's type of influence isn't always about showing up in person. Sometimes it's the subtle messages, the vibes, or the way she lets people know she's aware. In the online world, that's enough to make everyone pay attention. Meanwhile, Ari stayed quiet. She didn't address the rumors and continued posting content as if nothing had happened. That silence only fueled speculation. People love a mystery, and the fact that Ari didn't confirm or deny anything made fans even more convinced that something really went down behind the scenes. It's the classic silence speaks louder than words scenario. On top of all this, the music industry is a small world. These circles overlap constantly. Studio sessions, parties, events, and shows are all shared spaces. One chance encounter, one flirty dance, one small comment, and suddenly the internet blows it up. That's what keeps fans hooked on these stories. And with Yaya's history with Youngboy, it's almost impossible for her not to get dragged into any drama surrounding him. Adding fuel to the fire is the history between Moneybagg Yo and Youngboy. They're no longer on good terms, which makes Ari's dance feel even more loaded. If Ari and Youngboy had any connection, even a casual one, it's not just gossip. It's tied to unresolved tension between former friends in the industry. Fans love these overlapping storylines because it adds layers to the drama. A past friendship turned sour, an ex-girlfriend in the mix, a current TikTok that stirs old emotions, and a protective mother standing her ground. So now, everyone's watching closely. Ari is posting her TikToks, Youngboy's music is trending, and Yaya's influence is felt even without a single public confrontation. The rumor mill spins, perceptions solidify, and suddenly the internet has created a full-blown storyline from a 15-second clip. Whether or not Yaya actually pulled up, the narrative exists. It's proof that in today's social media world, actions, even small ones like a dance video, can ripple into massive drama, and certain names will always be at the center of the storm. In the end, this isn't just about a TikTok. It's about history, relationships, reputations, and the tangled web of personal and professional connections in the music world. Fans love to speculate, connect dots, and predict what comes next, and honestly, they'll keep doing it as long as Ari, Youngboy, and Yaya remain linked in headlines. That's the reality. One flirty dance, a song choice with meaning, and suddenly you've got a viral story that's impossible to ignore. The comment section went absolutely wild. Fans weren't holding back, and the reactions ranged from shocked to outraged to downright funny. People were typing things like, "Girl, have some respect," and "That song didn't need that kind of energy." Others took a more humorous route, joking, "Money must not have the bag, yo," implying that Ari's performance was sending a subtle message, or perhaps poking fun at her ex, Moneybagg Yo. And honestly, looking at the TikTok, you can understand why people reacted that way. Her dance wasn't casual or innocent. It carried a flirty, confident energy that made it seem like more than just a TikTok for entertainment. Choosing that particular song, What You Is by NBA Youngboy, added another layer of tension. It wasn't just the dance moves, it was the timing and the history behind the people involved that made fans raise eyebrows. As the reactions piled up, the story started gaining a life of its own. That's when things got really spicy. Fans began to speculate, connecting dots and drawing lines between people and past events. Some suggested that Ari and Youngboy might have had a history that dates back to the time when Moneybagg Yo and Youngboy were still tight. Remember, these two used to collaborate and appear together publicly. They even had that 2017 joint project, Fed Babies. At the time, it seemed like there was nothing but mutual respect and friendship, but as the years passed, something changed. The energy shifted, and their relationship quietly fell apart. With that history in mind, fans began imagining scenarios where Ari could have crossed paths with Youngboy back then. Maybe at a studio session, a party, or even just in passing enough to plant a seed for speculation. Some people even suggested that the chemistry fans were reading into now could have been brewing long before this TikTok ever existed. Again, none of this is confirmed, but the theory was believable enough to fuel the rumor mill. People online love these kinds of stories, the hidden connection kind, the ones that make you question whether what you're seeing is really just a coincidence or part of a much bigger backstory. Then came the bombshell. Someone on X, formerly Twitter, claimed that Yaya Mayweather had pulled up on Ari after catching wind of the video. Immediately, the rumor exploded. Screenshots circulated, tweets went viral, and hashtags started trending. The catch? There's no official confirmation that Yaya actually went anywhere or confronted Ari in person. It's all based on what someone said online. But here's the thing, knowing Yaya's reputation, the claim didn't seem completely unbelievable. Over the years, she's built a persona that's fiercely protective of her family and her history with NBA Youngboy. She's known for taking action, or at least making her presence felt, when she feels someone is crossing a line. And that's what makes this situation so captivating. Even without verified receipts, fans automatically assumed Yaya would respond in some way. Maybe she showed up in person, maybe she made a few calls, or maybe she just posted a subtle message online to signal that she was aware of what was going on. With Yaya, it doesn't take much for people to feel her influence. A single cryptic post, a story, or a like on someone else's content can feel like a statement loud enough to get the internet buzzing. Meanwhile, Ari's silence added another layer to the speculation. She hasn't publicly responded to the rumors, hasn't confirmed or denied anything, and continues posting content like nothing happened. That quiet confidence only makes the story juicier. In today's social media climate, silence is powerful. When someone doesn't speak out, fans read into every move, every post, and every choice, creating a narrative that sometimes feels more real than reality itself. The dynamics between these three individuals make the whole situation even more intense. Ari's flirty TikTok, Yaya's protective history with Youngboy, and the past friendship turn fallout between Moneybagg Yo and Youngboy all combine into a storm of speculation. Social media thrive on these overlapping stories. One song choice, one dance, and suddenly a simple TikTok has sparked conversations, theories, and viral moments. People online love to connect the dots, especially when the individuals involved have complicated histories and public reputations. And let's not forget the drama factor inherent to these kinds of circles. In the music and entertainment world, relationships overlap constantly. Friends become exes, exes become rivals, collaborators become competitors. One small interaction, like a dance video, can trigger months of discussion, memes, and debates. It's a world where perception can quickly become reality, and fans will always speculate about who is really involved behind the scenes. So even without confirmation, the idea that Yaya pulled up felt believable enough to stick. Fans know her history and personality, so the rumor alone was enough to keep the story alive. Meanwhile, Ari continues to post confidently, ignoring the chatter. That silence feeds the drama just as much as any confrontation ever could. Between fan theories, past relationships, and social media's ability to amplify even the smallest events, this story is exactly the kind of situation that thrives online, messy, dramatic, and impossible to ignore. In the end, this whole situation started with a 15-second TikTok, but it's grown into something much bigger. Dance moves, song choices, histories, and personalities all collided to create a viral narrative that has fans glued to every post, comment, and rumor. And even if Yaya never physically pulled up, her presence is felt in the conversation, the speculation, and the tension online. That's the power of reputation, history, and the internet combined, enough to turn a simple dance video into a full-blown cultural moment that everyone is talking about. Let's rewind a bit to get some context. Yaya Mayweather and NBA Youngboy's story goes way back, and it's anything but simple. They first started seeing each other around 2018 or 2019, and from the very beginning, it was clear that their relationship was going to be complicated. It wasn't a smooth ride by any means. Breakups, makeups, drama, and public incidents became a recurring theme throughout their time together. Every time people thought it was over, something would happen to drag them back into the headlines. Their relationship has had all the ups and downs you could imagine, like a roller coaster you can't look away from. And it wasn't just about dating, there was real life involved too. Yaya and Youngboy share a child, little Kentrell Jr., who was born in 2021. That connection alone makes their bond permanent. No matter how messy things get, they will always be tied together through their son. Kids change everything in a relationship, and in this case, Kentrell Jr. has made it impossible for either of them to completely step away from each other. It's not just about the past or the drama. It's about family, co-parenting, and the ongoing connection that comes with sharing a child. Beyond their son, the public nature of their relationship added fuel to every story. Fans and the media have been watching them closely for years, documenting every breakup, every reconciliation, and every disagreement. The kind of attention they've received has made the highs more intense and the lows more dramatic. Even minor incidents become viral moments online. Yaya, in particular, has built a reputation for standing her ground. She doesn't shy away from conflict and has shown over the years that she's not afraid to defend herself or her family. And when Youngboy's name comes up in the headlines, Yaya's presence is almost always felt. Their relationship has been marked by a series of very public incidents. There were fights, rumors, and court appearances that made headlines, showing that their drama wasn't just behind closed doors, it spilled out into the public eye. Through it all, Yaya has consistently maintained a strong persona. She's protective, bold, and unafraid to make herself heard. Whether it's through social media posts, interviews, or subtle public gestures, she makes it clear that she will defend what's hers, especially when it comes to her family and son. Even now, after the official highs and lows of their relationship, the connection between Yaya and Youngboy remains unshakable. They are forever linked in the eyes of fans, the media, and each other. Any new drama involving Youngboy automatically draws Yaya into the conversation, whether she wants it or not. Her history with him ensures that she will always be part of the story, and that's exactly why situations like the Ari Fletcher TikTok stir up so much attention. Even if Yaya isn't directly involved, fans expect her to have a reaction because of the history and the bond they share. Circles overlap all the time. One studio session here, one club event there, and suddenly rumors start flying. Ari's personality doesn't exactly help. She's bold, does what she wants, says what she wants, and doesn't care who has an issue with it. So when the idea that she might have hooked up with Youngboy came up, people believed it instantly. And it makes sense. Her TikTok wasn't just any casual dance. What You is packed with romantic energy. It's not the kind of song you just work to for fun, it carries meaning. By the time Yaya allegedly heard about Ari's video, fans were already saying, she's definitely going to react. And if you know Yaya, you know she doesn't play when it comes to women she thinks are disrespecting her family. Even something as small as a dance can feel like a provocation in her eyes. Some fans even pointed to a cryptic Instagram story Yaya posted right after the rumors spread. It said, "Don't play with mine." No names needed, everyone knew who she meant. Did she actually show up at Ari's place? Probably not. But emotionally, she made her presence felt. Yaya is the type where even a vibe from a phone or a post can speak louder than words. And knowing her, she might throw a subtle reminder later, like posting herself in the car playing a Youngboy song just to remind everyone who has history. Add in the fact that Moneybagg Yo and Youngboy aren't friends anymore, and you've got a recipe for serious tension. If Ari did get close to Youngboy, it's not just messy, it's industry drama. Music circles are small. Everyone ends up at the same shows, studios, and events. One flirty moment, one wrong conversation, and suddenly you're trending. That's what keeps fans hooked, the overlapping relationships, the past histories, the hidden connections. It's a non-stop soap opera behind the scenes. At this point, fans aren't just gossiping, they're piecing together timelines. Some are suggesting that Ari and Youngboy might have crossed paths back when Moneybagg Yo and Youngboy were still collaborating. Maybe that's what caused their friendship to sour. Nothing is confirmed, of course, but it's believable enough that the rumor won't die. On the internet, perception can become reality fast. So where does that leave us? The rumor is still floating, no receipts, no proof of a physical confrontation, but the story has already taken on a life of its own. That's just how it goes with Yaya and Youngboy. Even when they're not together, the drama keeps connecting them in fans' minds. Yaya is forever linked to him, through their son, through the headlines, through moments like this that just won't disappear. Ari, meanwhile, hasn't said a word. She's posting, living her life, unbothered. And that quiet confidence? It's what keeps fans speculating that something definitely happened. Maybe Yaya didn't physically show up. Maybe she just made a few calls. Maybe it's all just online noise. But one thing is clear. Anyone who gets too close to Youngboy's circle stirs up chaos, and somehow, Yaya's name is always right in the middle of it. So whether or not this pull-up really happened, the fact that everyone believed it instantly says a lot. In the music industry, smoke often turns into fire, and sometimes the rumor feels more real than the truth. If Yaya really did step in to check on Ari, you can bet that the next time they're at the same event, things might be quiet for a moment before getting loud again.